Hey everybody, it's Argon657 here, and today I bring you another Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle against a YouTuber. Danny Games, also Westbound. Both of his channels will be in the description below. So anyways, I start off with Klefki. He starts off with Blaziken, and I'm going to go straight for the Thunder Wave because I need to paralyze this Blaziken. So that way it'll be easier to deal with. He does take me out with the Blaze Kick, so yeah, that's unfortunate. So I'm not able to set up spikes or anything like that. So I'm going to go to my Galvantula, and I'm going to go straight for the Thunder. I'm not going to go for the Sticky Web, because I need to get as much damage as possible on Blaziken. But he goes into Florges, so at least I wanted to play it safe, but I don't get the Paralyze though. But I'm going to be able to set up the Sticky Web, and he goes for the Wish over here. And then I'm going to go for the Thunder over here. No, I'm going to switch out into my Bronzong, knowing that he probably can't do anything to my Bronzong, since I'm Steel type, and yeah, and I could easily go for the Gyro Ball. So he's going to go to his Steelix, and I think I predict a switch over here and go for a Toxic, expecting him to go for Blaziken. And then I'm just going to take this chance to set up the Stealth Rocks as he sets up his own rocks. And then I go for a Toxic, expecting him to switch out into his Blaziken. So, but he stays in, so I do overprotect. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake, just to break it sturdy and all that. So now, he's going to go for the Roar over here. And then I'm going to go into my Galvantula. Unfortunately, the Stealth Rocks break my Focus Sash. So I'm just going to go for the Energy Ball. Yeah, so he's going to go for the Earthquake over here. And yeah, so he's going to withdraw his Steelix, go into his Florges over here. So I'm going to go for the safe Energy Ball, just in case he stays in and all that. So the Energy Ball doesn't do too much, since Florges is naturally bulky on the special side. So I'm going to go straight with Thunder, hoping for the Paralyze. He does get the Paralyze, and he goes for the Wish. And now I'm thinking he's probably going to go to his Steelix to get the Wish recovery, so I go for the Energy Ball. But he's going to stay in, so I do get a crit, though it didn't really matter in the long run, because he could just recover all of that with the Wish. So now I'm going to go for the Thunder again, just so I could try to get the Paralysis, and if he goes into Blaziken, I can hit it too, and possibly get the Paralysis. And again, I predict him to go to his Steelix over here, so I go for the Energy Ball again, and he does stay in, so once again, I overpredict, and he's going to take me out with the Moonblast and get back up to almost full health. So I'm going to go to my Bronzong over here, and I think I go for a Gyro Ball over here. So I could hit it with... no, I think I predict him to go for the Toxic. No, I predict him to go to his Breloom, so I go for the Toxic. So I'll be able to nail that Breloom. That's my dog barking in the background, so... Anyways, he's going to go for the Spore. I'm just going to allow him to go for the Spore on my Bronzong. Because I know that Bronzong, being physically defensive and all that, I can take Mach Punches and all that. So, I'm just going to hope that I wake up, and I'm just going to go for the Gyro Ball over here, hoping that I can hit the Breloom or whatever he switches into. In this case, it's Florges, so at least I get a good chunk of damage off of that Florges, since I woke up and went for the Gyro Ball. Yeah, so he's going to go into his Breloom, and the Gyro Ball will still do a nice chunk to Breloom, since it's kind of fast. I mean, not that fast, I mean. Um, but it's kind of decently fast, so the gyro ball will do a good chunk of damage to Breloom. And then gyro ball is not going to be enough to where toxic damage will take it out. He is going to survive, so he's going to have that opportunity to go for the spore. So I just decided I'm just going to have to go let my Bronzong take the spore. And I'm just hoping that I wake up as soon as possible like I did last time. Anyways, he's going to go to his Florges and gets caught in the sticky web and the stealth rocks. So he's going to go for the aromatherapy, and I do luckily wake up this turn and go for the gyro ball. So I take out his Florges, which is good. So now he can't wish pass off to any of his other Pokemon. He can't go for the aromatherapy, none of that. So now he's going to go to his Blaziken over here, and thankfully he misses. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake, do a nice chunk to that Blaziken. So that's pretty cool. He's going to get the speed boost, so yeah, imagine if he got the Swords Dance, he would have swept my whole team. I'm physically defensive Bronzong, so I'm a physically defensive Bronzong. Well, this is a physically defensive Bronzong, and I do take that Blaze Kick kind of nicely, though, so, I mean, it's a good thing I run a physically defensive one rather than a specially defensive one. But anyways, he's going to take himself out with the Life Orb and all that, and then now he's going to go to his Garchomp. And I decide I'm just going to go to my Reuniclus, because I know that this is another physically defensive poke, and I should take his Crunches nicely, though, but yeah. Let's see how much it does. The Crunch does a little bit more than half, but with that defense drop, it's going to do a lot more than half. So I go for the Recover, and yeah, I'm just going to try to recover, but the Crunch is doing way too much. So I kind of have no choice but to kind of sack my Reuniclus. I could have switched to Hydreigon, predicting the Crunch, and went for the Draco, since that Florges is gone. But I'm just going to go to my Unpheasant over here, and he's going to switch out, go into Steelix. I am Choice Banded, so the return would have done a lot to Garchomp, and you'll see later. The return doesn't do too much to Steelix, so I'm going to switch out into my Hydreigon, expecting him to go for, I think like a Rock-type move or something like that, I don't know. Or a Gyro Ball. I know I could take one Gyro Ball. So he roars me back into Unpheasant, and then I'm just going to go for the U-turn, just to get as much damage as possible, and then I go back into the Hydreigon, knowing that I can take a Gyro Ball. He does go for it, and it does a lot, though, but I know that I can go for the Fire Blast. I'm not going to overpredict, but he makes a smart move, going to his Blastoise. Blastoise will be able to take the Fire Blast, being resistant and all that, and at full health. So I go for the Fire Blast, and I do get the 10% burn. So at least I'll get some residual damage off of Blastoise. I'm just going to keep going for the Fire Blast, because at least I'll be able to rack up some damage. And he goes for the Scald. Thankfully, I don't get the burn. So, yeah, so he's going to get burned. He's going to go for the Aqua Jet. The Aqua Jet does nothing. Unfortunately, I missed the Fire Blast. It would have brought him down to a lower to a lower amount of HP. But anyways, he goes for the Scald, finally takes me out. I finally hit the Fire Blast, and I think I got a crit or something like that. I don't know. But he's at a reasonable spot where on Pheasant, I'll be able to take him out with the return. So he decides to go into Garchomp over here. And yeah, I'm going to go for the return. And yeah, as you can see, this is a Choice Banded Rivalry boosted Adamant return. And that did a lot to Garchomp. It almost took it out in one shot. So yeah, so Blastoise is going to come in. He's going to go for the Aqua Jet. And I do survive with 22 HP, and I'm able to take him out with the return. But he's going to go to his Steelix, being resistant to the normal type, being Steel, and also being very defensive as well, naturally defensive. So I go for the return. It doesn't do too much, and he's able to take me out with the Gyro Ball. So that was a narrow 1-0 score. So good game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a comment below in the description. Click the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.